guys, so like as I promised in my previous video, I will be teaching you guys how to make use of a convergence and divergence concept in conjunction with MACD indicator and record massive profits. The concept of convergence and divergence will enable you to make accurate entry where you need to do what? Make your entry. Now, from this point, let me start from this point, but for that, this is the settings for this MACD indicator. The fast EMA is 100, slow EMA is 26, MACD SMA is 2, apply to close. Do you understand? So the style, the main 4 pixel green color signal, 2 pixel red color. So that's all about the MACD indicator settings. Do you understand? So let me show you how to make use of convergence and divergence concept in conjunction with MACD indicator and the record massive profit. What this does for you guys is that it will show you a perfect entry point where you need to do what? Make your perfect entry point. Do you understand? Especially for those using small accounts to trade. Do you understand? So that your stop loss will not get hit all time. Do you understand? So from this point, look at where the crossing occur from MACD, and this is where the point where you're supposed to make your entry. Do you understand? So, but with the concept of convergence and divergence concept in conjunction with MACD indicator, that this little retracement here, this concept will take care of it. Do you understand? Now watch as this is being done. Now once you notice this crossing, this MACD crossing, do you understand? So normally your entry is supposed to be here from this point of crossing here. Do you understand? From this point of crossing. But this little retracement here, look at this little retracement here. For those trading with small account, this could be a challenge to them. Do you understand? So with the concept of convergence and divergence, this will be taken care of. So look at this. Look at the movement of MACD indicator. MACD indicator moves from up downwards. As you can see, the movement is from up downward. Do you understand? And from the side, look at what I mean. See what I mean here? This is the movement of MACD indicator, and this is the price movement. So as you can see, this is what a divergence concept. Do you understand? This is what a divergence concept. So once you notice the crossing of MACD, do you understand? From up downward, it shows you a buy signal. Do you understand? Now using this concept, this divergence concept, you use a trend line. To join this point from down here. You join this point, or this point where the price hit this trend line. Do you understand? So your entry, this is where your perfect entry is supposed to be. Do you understand? Using this divergence concept. Do you understand? Your perfect entry should be here. Your perfect entry should be from this point where the price hit the trend line. Now let me use the trend line so that you understand perfectly what I mean. You understand? So you use a trend line. Once you notice this crossing from the side of MACD, you use a trend line to join this line. You extend it. You do what? Extend it. So this is what a perfect entry from the point where the price hit back on the trend line is your what? A perfect entry. Do you understand? Look at this point. Look at where the price hit the trend line. This is what? Your perfect entry. So using MACD indicator crossing, here is supposed to be your entry. Are you seeing it? Here supposed to be what? Your entry. So with this concept, especially for those using small accounts, so this little retracement here, this particular concept takes care of it. Do you understand? This is what a divergence concept. Do you understand? Whereby the MACD is moving down and the price is what? Moving up. This is what a divergence concept. Now let me show you an example of a convergence concept and how to make use of it. Now from this point, as you can see, my trade is still going. So from this point, this is where the MACD crossing occur. This is where the MACD crossing occur. Do you understand? So normally you're supposed to enter using MACD alone. You make your entry. From the point here where I do what? Where I made my entry. But you see this little retracement. For those trading, this little retracement here, for those trading with a small account, their stop loss might not be able to handle this little retracement. So this concept of convergence, in this case, this is what a convergence. Look at it. The MACD is moving this direction while the price is what? Moving this direction. So this is what a convergence concept. They are converging at a point. Now using this concept, your entry should be here where the price bounce back on this trend line. Use this point to draw your trend lines. Use this point to do what? Draw your trend line. So where the price hit back on the trend line, that's where your perfect entry should be. Do you understand? So this is what the concept of convergence, this is a convergence concept. Do you understand? So this is how to use convergence and divergence concept to make accurate entries. Do you understand? Now let me use a trend line so that you understand. Look at it. You join these lines. Are you seeing it? You see the points? So using this concept of convergence, here is supposed to be your entry. Do you understand? So you use this point to do what? Establish your trend line. So once the price hit back on the trend line, you do what? You enter sell. Look at the movement of MACD upward. The price movement is what? Downward. So this is what a convergence concept. Do you understand? So with this, small account traders will be able to do what? It will minimize your stop loss amount of the number of pips you use for stop loss. Do you understand? So don't forget, this is Softman FX, where profitable strategies are being shared. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button, share the video, let others benefit. Thank you.